All right, hello students. Hopefully you finished filling out this chart, and of course this is what it should look like. So go ahead and take a moment, go ahead and look over yours, review it, see if it matches up, the last three rows here, and also make sure that this kind of the proof section over here looks appropriate. You use the proper operation, either addition or subtraction. So if you need to, pause the video, otherwise let's go ahead and move on to kind of one more example. All right, here's another activity, kind of the same thing. Actually, let me zoom in a little bit more. Exact same thing that we were been talking about, but let's go ahead and kind of look at it in a different, using a different type of graph here. All right, so the same thing, we have the line segment, we have the 2 points, we have the distance, and then of course we have the proof. So here, this is line segment BI, so here's B and here's I. So first, let's go ahead and put the point down. So first we have point B, and that is at 1, 2, so it'd be -2. Notice that's how I just did the x, and now I'm going to go up and go 1, 2, 3, and of course that's our y value. And now we're going to go ahead and look at the I value. And the I, of course, is right here. It goes over 1, 2. So, of course, once again, that's -2. And the distance, it does not go up or down, so that would be a 0. So here's kind of an example of what happens if there's just simply a 0 here. Now the distance, remember, the negative 2's are the same, so we want to know the distance in y. So of course we can count. It's 1, 2, and 3. So the distance here, of course, would be 3 units. Oops, got the cap lock on there. All right, there you go. And now the proof. So let's go ahead and take the absolute values of the two different numbers. So first we have the absolute value of 3, and then the absolute value of 7. Now here's an interesting one. This is positive. 0 is neither positive nor negative. It's just 0. So the question is, what do I do? Well, does it really matter if I add or subtract? And the answer is no, because 3 plus 0 is still 3, and 3 minus 0 is still 3. Either way would work. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to skip kind of these 3 in the middle. We're going to come down to the very last one. And now we're looking at H to C. So H to C, of course, is right here. So let's go ahead and first put our point for H. And of course, H first goes over 1, 2. So 2 in the negative direction again. And now we're gonna go downward. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So down forward before in a negative direction. Oops, I shouldn't have went down like that. Let's go ahead and expand this out. There you go. And now let's go ahead and look at the C. So C is way over here. So let's go ahead and put C. And go ahead and put our parentheses because we're dealing with a point. We're starting at the origin right here. We can count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it looks like. So go ahead and put 8. You also could have counted from right here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And of course, both of these are both kind of lined up with each other. That means they have the same, they line up with each other horizontally. That means they have the same y coordinate, which is, oops, I forgot to put the comma. Oops, I erased the 8, comma, -4, and there you go. All right, so now I'm going to kind of do the opposite way. I'm going to use the proof, and then I'm going to find the units instead of counting. This one's a little bit further away, so we're going to go ahead and go with the proof first. Well, remember the y's, or sorry, the y's are exactly the same. Because I'm trying to find the distance between these two x's. So first, you want to use the kind of the bigger looking number or the bigger absolute value. The bigger absolute value is 8. And then, of course, we have the absolute value of 2, or -2, excuse me. Now the operation, what do? Do I add or subtract? Well, this is positive, this is negative. They are different. Different means I'm going to subtract when it comes to distance, not when it comes to an expression. If it says difference in an expression, that means I would subtract. But since we're talking about the distance, different sign means I add the two absolute values together. So 8 plus +2, of course, would be 10. So, of course, this is 10 units. Now, of course, you could count if you wanted to. That would work. But the whole point of this is understanding the proof section. So if we have ones that are thousands of units away, we don't want to count those. We want to be able to do this using the absolute value with the proper operation. All right, your job now is to pause the video. Go ahead and take care of the three middle ones, BH, BE, and GH. Go ahead and take care of these rows, and then go ahead and unpause the video and go ahead and figure out the answers or find the answers I'm going to provide for you. So once again, go ahead and pause the video and go ahead and try to figure out those three sections. Fill out the points, the distance, and of course the proof. When you're done, come on back and I'll show you the answers. All right, hopefully you gave these a try. And of course, we have BH right here. These are 2 points. This is the distance. And of course, this is the proof. BE, these are the points. This is the distance. This is the proof. And then GH, here are the 2 points, the distance, and of course, the proof. Once again, same signs. We subtract, different signs we add. And of course, we can see that throughout this entire chart. All right, so go ahead and stop the video. Go ahead and move on to your assignment for the day.